Unboxing time!
Okay guys, so I'm currently just sitting down and reading some of The Secret Life of Bees. I am like 140 pages in so far, and I gotta say, it's like a slow read right now.
Hey Bookworms! Mom here, aka Sarah
And Char.
and today we're just giving you guys a reading vlog, and we're starting it off. So we have footage filmed from before. Sorry if you guys can hear our laundry room, it's right behind this wall. So bad, so sorry. We've been filming little snippets of us reading some of our books that we have had on our TBR and stuff like that. So we decided to do a little reading vlog type vlog, and we've been like creating like a compilation of all this footage, and we decided to just kind of share it with you. It's like a little bit fun. It's something totally different out of the thrifty book hauls, and don't be alarmed, we have a lot of those still coming. We actually have a couple on that we need to edit, so we are a little bit of ahead of ourselves, which is really good. I'm really enjoying that.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, they're so fun, y'all.
But in the beginning of today's vlog, we are just inserting ourselves to kind of give you an intro as to what the video is about. First things first, we're trying to edit our book journal, and Charlotte just made a bunch of templates.
We just printed a bunch off, and it's all on sticker paper, right?
Yes.
So we can just peel it off, stick it in. Really fun, y'all.
Exactly. We bought the sticker paper from Amazon. If we can link it, we'll link it in the description box. I think we're gonna start doing stuff like that we use, but we did get it on Amazon. And so if you want to be crafty like us and start making your own I don't know, like book journal stuff, yeah, I'll show you the paper that we use. I started working on my journal last night.
You see,
I'm no artist. Fancy. I'm not an artist, okay? I know when you guys see Charlotte's, mine's gonna look like nothing.
No,
she can draw.
But looks so cute. Look at that. It just makes me really just want to pick up a pencil, pick up my journal, start doing it. I didn't put anything in mine so far.
It's just a standard bullet journal from the dollar store, and we're just gonna fill it in. So I love it because I'm gonna be writing like the book titles and stuff throughout here. And then we just printed out this, so I can put it, I think, over on this page. I think it's gonna look really cute. And then I can decorate it with some other stuff. What up, Bookworms? It is Mom, aka Sarah, and I'm currently reading Archer's Voice. When I tell you, I've been hearing a lot of good things about this. Oh, it's just at the place where it's starting to pick up, and I'm so excited to be reading this today. It's really early in the morning right now, and my kids are still asleep. My older kids have already kind of started trekking off to school, and my husband and daughter already trekked off to work, so I have a little bit of time, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and do some reading. So I'm going to start this vlog by doing this reading right now because I'm already doing it. But of course I'm going to have like a hiatus through the day because I'm going to be momming and doing all the mom things. So anyways, this is where I'm at with Archer's Voice, and I'm loving the story. I'm liking it so far. So I'm gonna stop talking, and I hope you guys enjoy this reading vlog. Let me know if you guys are reading Archer's Voice down below, and let me know what you're thinking without giving me any spoilers, because I am not wanting that. You guys, okay, so I have to talk softly because my kids are still sleeping, but so before I actually started reading on camera, I had read a little bit, and I hadn't mentioned that part. I'd read a little bit, and I'd read past the part where Bree went shopping at the grocery store or at the mart or whatever, and her bag came loose and all of her stuff fell out. Mortified. Oh my gosh, I would be mortified if that happened to me. And basically, this is where Archer kind of came into the book, because up until that point I was reading, I was like, I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, maybe I started reading when I was late, and maybe I was just tired because why was I confused? I was like, what? This story, I don't know. The story for me was kind of different in the starting, because it started with one thing and then it started into the other. Maybe I was sleeping, and then that one little click kind of just didn't happen as it progressed into Bree, because it started on a different note, and I'm just like, okay. So anyways, moving on past that. Moving on past that, I guess that's where Archer kind of came into play, and so far he's mysterious, and then he's also described as, you know, like physically hot. His physique was mentioned in there, and just in terms of what would, just that segue that would make her interested. Okay guys, so what you saw me do just now was me basically kind of backtracking through the book, because I think when I started Archer's Voice, I was awake, and then I started falling asleep, and then I stopped where I stopped. But I recapped and I thought I was up to pace. But you know, I think I scratched that. In terms of saying it started slow or feeling like it started slow, I don't think it started slow at all. It just kind of went, it was just going, because all those details were so pivotal. I think what threw me off was just the fact that it just kind of segued into Bree, and it was just really fast. So it kind of started off hot, and that I feel like that's all I want to say or can say, because it was like, how do I say stuff without spoiling it? It started off hot with the things that Archer witnessed while he was little, and then now I'm connecting the dots. Okay, it's all starting to click, and it's all starting to make sense. And sometimes you got to do that in a book, like I did. Instead of just progressing forward, I actually had to take the time and backtrack a little bit and try to connect the dots to make it make sense. And I recommend that you guys do that too. If you're ever reading and you feel like, what the heck, and you feel confused, because I really was feeling confused, but going back really helps you sometimes. I know it feels like wasted time, because reading books take time, and they take a long time, and you kind of just want to get to the finish line, like in terms of knowing the story. But if you invest a little bit of time in it, it can be that much more enjoyable. Like my face is beaming right now, because it still hasn't even gotten to, like, you know, I'm just waiting for Archer to come back. He came, and then he went, and then I need him to come back into the story, and I know that's where it's just gonna be like, so yeah, I'm enjoying it. Okay, so the hype, okay, I can't say much on it until I get to the end, but so far, so good. So it's been a number of days since I filmed the first part of this video. Honestly, it's been a crazy week, and it's I haven't been able to even read as much as I'd like to. By the time, a lot of my reading was kind of put off towards the end of the day, because if you guys don't know, I'm a stay-at-home homeschooling mom, and my days were just so chaotic. Long story short, by the time I went to go and read as well at night, I was so tired. It was so hard. I have been listening to my other audiobook as well, and I am like on chapter 20 with that, because obviously it's on audio and I can kind of do that and go to sleep or close my eyes. I don't have to do too much, but I have been slacking on this. Like, I am not very far. I'm not very far in, so I'm gonna be doing a quick little reading vlog today, and to just kind of try to get somewhere. I want to be, it's not about being done. I'm not rushing to be done, but I do want to get on with this because I do have a couple of other books that I'm very anxious to read, and I also very anxious to know what's going to happen in this story. So I forgot to mention that that it's reading time for all of us, so this is how I'm getting this time in so early while I'm wide awake.
Okay guys, so I'm currently just sitting down and reading some of The Secret Life of Bees. I am like 140 pages in so far, and I gotta say, it's like a slow read right now. It's a little hard to get into, but it's good. It's good. But the main character is kind of annoying. It's set in the 1960s, early 1960s, and so like you can imagine what it is like around that time, but I'm that far into it. Still have this much to read.
Unboxing time! So I told myself that I really need to go on a book ban, but I clearly have not done that yet.
That don't seem right. I mean, this month we've been on about like 100 book bans, and each one lasting about an hour. That's gotta count for something. You know how painful that is? I'm not there just clicking buy on Amazon, buy in Indigo. But, okay, honestly, y'all, we have been on book bans. We have been on a few book bans this week. No one can tell me nothing.
Anyways, there are a few books that I really wanted to read that I didn't have in my physical TBR. I really had to purchase them. So, that said, I've got an unboxing for you guys, and I'm excited. So, so I finally got my hands on Daisy Jones and the Six. I'm really excited about this one, guys. I've heard a lot of just amazing feedback about this book, and I actually got it on Amazon for a good price because the day that I bought it, it was actually on sale. I think it was like 20% off or 27% off. That's good, right? So I got myself this book, and honestly, though I've been thrifting quite a bit, I feel like this is not one that I'm gonna see in the thrift store anytime soon. The one annoying thing is that my book came a little damaged at the end. Come on, Amazon. But overall, I'm just really excited to read it. Oh, the cover is gorgeous. Daisy Jones is given. She is given. And I'm just very excited to see what this novel is about, or what the rave is about. So next we're gonna get on with this. Don't you just love when you order stuff on Amazon and you have the packages sitting for a few days? I like to unbox it with you guys, so I kind of save them for you. It's only been here for about 2 or 3 days, but I already forgot what I bought for the most part. Okay guys, so I finally got my hands on Black Girls Must Die Exhausted. Oh my gosh, so I've been reviewing this book for a while, and then recently I visited my sister and she's reading this. I'm like, girl, okay. So I finally got my hands on it. I figured how fitting is it to read it for Black History Month. Once again, the cover came like dinged up. I don't understand why the corners and the crevices just keep getting dinged up and scratched up. That's very irritating, but overall, love the book. Cover is beautiful, and heard nothing but good things about that one, so I'm excited. Okay, this next one again, okay? Oh, it's called 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. And why? Why has every single one of the books bought has like a ding? This one has like a big scratch line in it. I don't know. Maybe I'm being picky. But when you buy your books brand new, you just expect them to kind of look brand new. Anyways, heard nothing but good things about this again. I have read the synopsis a few times. It says that it's smart, sexy, and absolute. And she absolutely loved it. And that's Jodi Picoult's review on this book. Oh, I'm so excited and I'm very intrigued. Okay guys, so first things first, I have this romance book. Our library had a blind date with a book, and unfortunately, because I'm a homeschooling mom, I took the kids there throughout the day when Charlotte was at school. So she missed out on it, but my other daughter was able to select me a book. Now, Valentine's Day passed and I didn't get to open it, so we're gonna open it real quick to even see if it's something that I already have. Because, I mean... Oh! Oh my gosh! I feel like I should read it. I don't know if I've seen this one. Annabelle Monaghan? Same time next summer. I don't know if I've seen this one. It's just like, it seems like a beachy read. It's not exactly that season, but I feel like it would help get me into the vibe, like, you know, the summer vibes, because it is close to spring and the weather is getting kind of nice out there. We'll see. I haven't had time to read it. We'll see if I review it, renew it, or maybe just put it on my TBR on my Goodreads.
Okay, let's see his outfit though. Okay, ooh. Okay, hey guys, Char here, and just checking in with you guys. Okay, you've been seeing me read The Secret Life of Bees for quite a while now during this reading vlog, and I just want to switch it up a little bit. I know I'm not one of those people who just reads one book at a time. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's taken up a lot of time. I'm only like halfway through, so yeah, I don't know about that, but I want to switch it up a little bit, so I'm picking up the red pencil. And if you guys have watched our February TBR, then you would notice that this was on there. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. But this was on my February TBR, and it's about a girl who lives in I actually can't remember, somewhere in Africa though, and about war and how she's living in that. It's also written in poetry, so I'm really interested in that, and I feel like it's gonna be a quick read, so I'm gonna be picking this up and just going through real quick. I have actually started. I'm like a third of the way. Y'all, I'm a third of the way, and that's after one day. Not even one day, because I start at night. So, yeah, as I was saying. Excited to pick this up. I'm going to go through it, and let's have some fun. Guys, so Char's back there, and we went to the Indigo and actually left without buying anything. We saw a bunch, but we couldn't make up our minds. I found quite a bit, but it wasn't stuff that I was like super eager to get. Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so then we went to the bookstore. we went thrifting at Valley Village. Didn't really see much of anything. I only saw an older book there that I've read before, and I didn't want to get that. And then we went to another bookstore, and yeah, and they honestly didn't have much of anything except this one. I got this one. It's by The True Love by Christina Lauren. Anyways, guys, it is snowing so bad. It's snowing so much here, and we're about to head home. Hey guys, it has been a minute since we came back and checked in, and I'm kind of doing this part solo real quick because I want to touch base on a book that I'm reading. But if you have noticed in yesterday's video, we didn't end up really picking up a ton. I think I only picked up one book. That was actually at the bookstore. We did go to Indigo, and we just didn't end up picking up a book because there's a lot of new releases out, and for me, I just wanted to be sure. I wanted to be certain that whatever I picked up was what I really wanted, and because books are so expensive, I kind of wanted to check out our local library. I've been seeing like that's a place to really check out. I don't know if my library is up to it's like with it yet, like, you know, kind of keeping up to date with all the good stuff, but I kind of feel like they are, because from the book that they gave me from the Valentine's blind date book, it's not like it's not a relatively new book, but it's an up-to-date book. So I feel like Char and I really need to kind of go and check out to see what they have in terms of some of the newer releases. The heater's also on in the background, so I hope you guys can hear us clearly. Anyways, I wanted to touch base real quick because I'm wrapping up Archer's Voice. If you remember, I had this on my January TBR. I had read, I think, 3, if not 4 books, pretty much most of Archer's Voice, but I then didn't finish it. Hopping into February, I had my February TBR, and for some reason, I just kind of wanted to jump into some of my February TBR, and I kind of was picking up them more and more because I read 2 books in there that were just so good. I found that I was reading them more than Archer's Voice. At the beginning of this book, I kind of felt like it was so good, and I don't know if it was just the hype or what it was. I'm like, oh yeah, it's really good, it's intriguing. And then after taking a break and reading some other books in between, I read a 4-star and a 5-star, and oh my gosh, now that I picked this up, I'm like, yeah, not necessarily my favorite. Now I'm actually curious to know, for those of you guys who have read this, what your take is on it. Is it a 5-star in your eyes, or do you find that, or do you think it's, you know, or did you give it a different rating? It's not, I don't regret picking it up. I'm actually just finding it hard to get through these last pages. The story is still storying, if that makes any sense. The story is still telling, and it's still going. I just find it to be slow, and I find it to be kind of redundant, because when I picked up, and I've read like 50 pages since I picked it up last night, and I just found like I was at the same place. Not much has happened, and I think it's probably because from like early in the book, Bree already declared her love for Archer, and I feel like it's kind of been, you know, it's going and things are happening, but at this point I'm like, okay, what's gonna really happen now? Like, we get it, they love each other, they profess that they're like in love with each other. She's gonna, and I hope this is not a spoiler alert, that she's gonna stay with him wherever, you know, there. And I'm just like, okay, that's great. Like, literally all that's left for you guys to do is get married. Like, what's going to happen? And it just feels like it's going by slow. I don't know. And for me, I definitely feel like I know this isn't going to be a 5-star for me. At first, I felt like it was going to be, but I'm really glad that I took a little break in between the books, break in between reading this book and read some others in there, because that 5-star, oh my gosh, Before I Let You Go, that 5-star for me was a game changer. It was epic. It's a book that I know I'm gonna read again. I absolutely love that book, and definitely need to keep it on my shelf. I know this is gonna be a donate or put it in a pretty little, what do you call those little boxes? In one of those pretty little boxes or something to give to someone else that can read it. But you know, it was enjoyable. I'm just finding it hard to get into. And I just finished an audiobook last night as well. I finished this one. It is called Vanessa Jared's Got a Man. That was a very impromptu one, and I actually did most of it on audiobook. I ordered the book. It was supposed to be here, and it's taking a sweet little time. So I am currently reading. I kind of started it on audiobook because I was just really anxious to start it because I had wrapped up my other book and then I finished the whole book on audio. I'm not gonna lie, I gave it a 3.5 stars and I did review it on my Goodreads, but I gave it a 3.5 star because there was just like some little like cringe moments for me, but overall I thought it was a really good book, and I think I'd probably read it because I think the audio might have also kind of done it for me. I wasn't the biggest fan of the audio, the narrator, so yeah, on that. But yeah, just it is family day, just trying to wrap this up, and yeah, I'm curious about you guys' thoughts.
For me to go off of with what happened at the end. Like all this is kind of just like author's notes. Actually quite a bit of author's notes and more written by the author. But yeah, it was a really quick read. If I just sat down I probably would have done like 2 hours probably. But yeah. Okay, so with me I have 2 other books. Okay, 2 other books. I'm still reading The Secret Life of Bees, y'all, okay? I'm not gonna give up on that one. But I have 2 other books I really want to read right now. So I have them with me. One is The Opposite of Always, y'all. I really want to read this one so bad. And just look at that. It flows so nicely. Okay, and then I also have Miles Morales, and I really want to read this one too. I've started both of them a little bit. So, yeah. Okay, on with this book.
Okay guys, so I am downstairs to get another book. So far this month I've read these 2 right here, and guys, when I tell you they were amazing reads, stay tuned and see my February wrap up so you can get good reviews on these 2 right here. Excuse me while I ugly cry. And like I said, for February it is Black History Month, so that is why I chose a lot of books by Black authors, and they're also romance related books as well, so it's really nice. I was debating because I saw one of you guys made a strong comment about this one, and I am so intrigued. I really want to get into this right now. For some reason this month I don't know, just having the TBR set to go was great, but I felt drawn to mix it up a bit as well. But I ended up braiding my daughter's hair, and I was doing something else as well, and so I decided to get an audiobook because I love listening to audiobooks when I'm doing things. That is my extra way to be able to get some reading in as well. And then I started this book, which I actually already ordered, but it didn't arrive on time, so I ended up listening to that and I finished the whole thing. So now I have Vanessa Jared's Got a Man, and I read these 2. I'm also currently reading Only for the Week on my Kindle, and then I'm gonna get this one as a physical. Honestly, I'm debating DNFing Archer's Voice just on the background, I think, for this month, because I really do want to get my reads in for the month, and I feel like right now I'm not sure if I'm really willing to sacrifice what I feel are going to be some really good reads. I'm just feeling the urge to pick these ones up more. I feel like I'm too late in the game to really want to just shelf Archer's Voice, so I'm not going to shelf it exactly. I'm just going to pause it for a second. Honestly, it is one of those books. I don't feel like there's a lot missing, because I feel like while it went fast at the beginning, it's going a little bit slower. Don't feel like I'm missing anything, and I may not have to shelf it like completely. I might just read 10 pages a day or something. I might just keep myself in the midst, in the loop, but just kind of deep sea diving into completing and wrapping up these types of books that I really want to. Anyways, this is what I'm gonna read, and I'm excited about it. I thought this was, for some reason, I thought this one had gotten more stars than it did. I was looking on Goodreads, and while I think I got like 3 point something, and so it has mixed reviews. I don't know why, but I'm curious. I want to know. Being a Black girl myself, I feel like I need to read this. I need to know what it's about. It's not exactly on an incredible hype, but I kind of, you know what? Some of these books, I really kind of feel like I have to really read myself, because I feel like Goodreads rating system isn't always doing it justice, because not everyone connects with the book in the same way. Not everyone connects with every book, to be fair. So at the same token, it's really kind of crucial for us to gather our own data by sometimes investing a little time. Now, mind you, I'm not going to go out there and get a 2-star read, even like the 3. I'm like, 3 is pushing it. 3.5 and up, I think it's good, but sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I feel discouraged to start, but I'm gonna try to keep my head in the game. I'm excited to read this because I want to know what it's about. And that is it. I think we're going to be wrapping up this vlog here. If you guys like this, let us know if you're enjoying this style vlog. We will definitely do some more of it. Let me know if you like the format of it as well. Charlotte and I are definitely going to try to be doing this more often. I think it's nice, although you see us both when we're doing hauls, I think it's nice to be able to get the gist of us doing our own little thing at times, and maybe we could start incorporating a little bit more so you can get to know us a little bit. I don't know, I'm trying to take it in strides to even see if you guys like this. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay posted to see our wrap up, and I promise you guys this month we're gonna have it a little bit more together, where we're not posting our March TBR in the middle of March. Like, that's a no. So stay tuned for our February wrap up to hear our reviews on the books that we read, as well as how just our thoughts on the books on a whole, and be on the lookout also for our March TBR. I might just make those in one video. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for tuning in. Definitely leave your feedback about this video down below, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye!